Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Modern Skyblock 3 with Haliee, and we are picking up after we left off last time, but I've done some stuff in between, so let's jump right in. Alright, so last episode we were wanting to do some bee breeding stuff the easy way. We had started going into dentistry, and we went ahead, we made the mutation here, the mutation producer, how do you pronounce that? And so we have that going here. Now, I have an issue with this, and then we're going to kind of jump around in this episode to move on to some other stuff, because this mutation producer, it holds a lot of power. Now, look, I'm only making about 200 RF per tick in this particular case, and this is from the peat fired engine. Now I've got plenty of peat. I did also expand out my peat situation here to be going on both sides here, so I'm doubling the amount of peat I'm doing, but it still takes a long time to get all of that peat up and going. So I went ahead and made some peat here. Now I put the redstone engine over here, so I've got some peat sitting here ready to go once this goes through. Now, one thing I did learn the redstone engine is that I can't keep this on to keep pumping stuff out, because if the output is full, it just starts shooting out whatever is trying to go through here. So I had peat that was just coming out of the pipe into my inventory, so that wasn't really feasible to what I wanted to do. So I just know I have to kind of keep an eye on it, and I can either feed it in manually, as I was doing over here with our little peat fired engine here for the apiary, which I am running low on power. Okay, that's the first thing, is using a lot more power than I thought it would be using. But I got plenty of peat going. I don't know. Anyway, so that's kind of where we're situated right now. I need more power, because I did, in order to make some mutatron, see, I've only got 300 mutatron here. That was for each redstone. Now, I don't know how much mutation's going to need to do to be able to do what we want to do, but we're going to kind of experiment today. But just to give you an idea, remember, I'm only making about 200 RF per tick. But if I start putting a redstone engine in here, or not the redstone engine in here, it takes about 3,000 RF per tick just to squeeze this down. Now, if I had this full, this holds 5 million RF about 5 million RF. You know, it still will continue to go, but once it gets down to that last part, it just takes so long to get it all in there. So I don't know if I need 1,000 millibuckets of mutagen to do what I need to do, or if I only need 100 or whatever, because it doesn't really tell us. So if we're trying to make the bee natural bee. That's the bee we're trying to get to make our pollen. Now, it doesn't even tell me that I can use the advanced mutatron, which we want to get into next. So I don't know how much juice I need to go in here to make this thing work. Now, this also requires power. So that's another issue that I have here. This requires power. This requires juice. This requires power. It's just a power situation going on right now. But we're going to go ahead and experiment, and then I'm going to talk about what I want to do next, because I have looked through NEI or JEI, whatever I have here, and there's no, I look for generators, and there's nothing that's open yet. Remember, if you guys remember, I'm doing the gated progression, which means that there are a lot of recipes that are locked until I actually complete a certain parts of it. Now, we're barely halfway down the tree, and there's some things up here that I've kind of skipped ahead, because we're trying to get to bees. I really still want to get to bees, because bees, for me at least, I think, are a greater chance of getting certain resources. But there's some things that I have skipped around in here, just in completing the chapters. And I know you guys saying just do the quest in order, and I'm going to go back and do some of those quests I didn't do. For example, within Basic Factory, there's some pretty cool stuff over here that I haven't even touched. Basic ore from the void. I don't know how that works, but I want to get into that. I did make a water generator, I think, from one of these, but it's not open yet. So I will go back and try to do some of these, but I tried to look ahead even in here to see if there was anything that does power. Mob spawner, it says. I don't know what the void thing is. A propane furnace. Now that might be a furnace that we can actually do. This requires fluids from the void, which is, let's see, this one here requires making circuits. Now I think I've already made this, but I haven't open up to do it. So a propane furnace might be something that we'll look into making. I just have to complete this quest, which is a part 2 to do all of these patterns. So I may look into getting that. There's another option that I was actually looking at from Actually Editions. So let's go back up here to the quest book. Actually Editions I haven't opened up yet. That requires all these colossal chest walls here. So if I look and see, because I can actually see what's in here, there's something in Actually Editions called a coal generator. So I might look into getting into that just so we can get some new form of power, because the peat fired engines, as nice as they are, they're just not cutting it in actually what I need to do. So, but let's go ahead and continue on here. We're still producing, so we got 400 mutagen here. Now, in between episodes, I think at the end of the last episode, I was making the mutatron. Tron. And the mutatron, just to remind you what the recipe is, it required a lot of bronze. So I made a lot of bronze in between episodes. I think it's all I made, about 8 stacks of bronze, because I needed the B receptacles, which required bronze on that, all the sturdy casings, which required bronze, genetic processors, which required diamonds. And I think I've used all of my diamonds in this process. So I'm back at square one. I don't have a single diamond left. And all these required all these bronze gears, and all the bronze gears were gone out. So I went ahead and made the mutatron, and per the comment of, I believe it is, let me go back to my notes here. Linda, she confirmed what I thought, but I wasn't sure because the book doesn't really tell me. Oops. Where am I going? The book doesn't really, minimize the wrong window apparently. Get back over there. Doesn't really confirm that, what the percentage are, because even with the mutatrons, if I go through NEI, it doesn't really tell me how much juice it takes to make items or how much power it takes to squeeze out one of those redstones. But she did confirm that there's 100% chance of getting the breed that you need by making the advanced mutatron, which the recipe is here. So it requires that first mutatron, some more bronze gears, these genetic processors. Again, took all of my diamonds. I think I had 12 diamonds. Even I went back into the colossal chest to see if I got any diamonds from the drops there, and it was like 1, which was good because I needed 1 extra one. And so the advanced mutatron also requires the power module, which I showed you there, which requires a couple of gold. So I have the advanced mutatron here, and I believe if I don't need any kind of pipes to take the mutatron out of the mutatron producer into this one, I think if I just set it right next to it, it takes the mutatron directly in there. So I got 400 mutatron in here. Now what all I need to do is get some power going on the other one. So let's just take this other peat fired engine here, and I got a little extra peat, and we'll just get this thing juiced up for right now. So again, I've just got to find better power situations. I wish I actually could make solar panels, because that's really easy power, but yeah, get in there. But yeah, I don't have solar panels that I can make yet. Just look here. I have this one from Extra Utilities, but I can't make some of these items yet. So extra utilities might be something to get in, but I don't think that's the type of solar panels to give you power. That gives grid power. There are these these cells there, but there's a lot of unfamiliar items going on in here as well. So solar panels, the basic solar panels that, we kind of make fun of Christopher making, to make, I can't make those yet. That would be the easiest form of power that I can think of. And sorry about that, guys. It is storming behind me, and that big crack of thunder actually made me jump as well. So hopefully you won't be too upset about that. It's just storms as weather. Okay, but let's go ahead and see if we can try to see, how much power are we getting there? Okay, so we got about 21,000 power in there. We're getting some mutatron, not a lot. I'm trying to build up power on this because remember, I had about 1 million RF in here, and it took all of that to squeeze out 1 redstone. So we'll talk about, we'll try to open up some chapters here in a second. Now, let's look in this, because we need to put 1 additional piece from the quest item in here. So we'll actually complete a quest today. That's going to be kind of fun. Let's go back down here to bees. And we were playing with the mutatron. And we need to make these genetic labwares. And they look pretty easy to make. So let's make some labradoodles, that's what I used to call it. These labwares are really... They require a diamond. I don't have any more diamonds. Oh gosh. Do I have maybe I got 1 Did I have one spare? No. No more diamonds. All right. So, oh gosh. All right, let's, well, we know there's a way to get diamonds. If I crush, I think I need like a stack and a half of wood here. We're going to do this. I've got, just to remind you guys, there are alternative ways to get diamonds. You just have to be patient with it. All right, so let's stack up all this wood here. We're going to turn all this into coal and then, charcoal, and then turn it all into coal. Oh, get back here, fall back. Okay, get back over there. And we just put it in the blowy uppy thing, or what's that thing called again? I call it the blowy uppy thing. The combustion generator is what we're actually trying to put it into. And hopefully we'll be able to get some form of the mutations going on. Because we want to mutate some bees. We want to get these bees all mutated up. Is it a stack and a half that I need, or just a half a stack? I forgot. All right, let's go ahead and we'll use our vein miner situation on this, and we get all that coal there. And let's just do 2 if we can. Let's just go here. And yeah, we're about halfway through the episode, and so there's one thing I want to show you that I will do this episode, hopefully if I have enough time, to open up that other chapter. So we're either going to go into the basic factory and see what that propane situation does. I don't know how to get gas in this thing. Or we'll look into opening up actually additions and see if we can get that coal generator. Again, I've never used that coal generator, so again, that made me jump. I hope I don't lose power in the middle of this recording, but yeah, we got a little situation going on there. Okay, so let me look at the recipe for diamonds again. So diamond, if we want to use the blowy uppy thingy, where is it? There it is. So it takes a hardened coal block, and the hardened coal block is just blocks of coal surrounded by coal, and we can get coal by putting charcoal. Actually, I can get coal by using Botania over there, but we're going to go ahead and use this. So let's turn as much of this into coal as we can get. We have it automatically set with our timer here. Come on. A little bit more, a little bit more. Let's put this stuff up here. A little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this, because we need 8 blocks of coal surrounded by 1 piece of coal. As I keep blowing up over there. So if I make blocks of coal here, and I need 1 more block. Come on. There we go. Okay, 1 more block. And we'll surround that by the coal here. So let's get that. And get that. That gives us the hardened coal block. We put the hardened coal block in here. And we'll get our 1 diamond that we need. So it's not that hard to get diamonds. It just requires a lot of materials. Wow, okay, that was quick. All right, so we got our diamonds there. Let's go ahead and make our labware and complete that quest and see if we can get a bee mutated here. Do I have any more glass panes? I need 4. So let's go ahead and make 16 more of those. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And you go over there. And 1 diamond gives us our genetic labware. Now, ding-a-ling. Ding-a-ling. There we go. We completed 1 quest today. I don't think we completed a quest in the last couple of episodes because of this. All right, so we're going to put our labware up here. So now we can actually start mutating some bees. So let's go back and look at the recipe for the supernatural bee, because that's the bee that we need to complete this quest. It requires, and I have it over here as well, the charmed bee and the enchanted bee. Now I think I have some of these somewhat already ready to make. And also I did get a comment I want to read from Captain Shack, who left me a comment that, you know I've done the Be Happy pack, but there's also another bee mod pack that I might want to consider. I did download it, called Not the Bees mod pack, so I'm actually going to take a look at that, because maybe that'll tell me some more about the Benny's mod, which is something I'm not as familiar with. So I do want to thank Captain Shack for leaving that comment, and I will be checking out that pack here shortly. All right, so now I have, let's see what I have here. To get the charmed bee, so let's look here. The charmed bee requires a cultivated princess and an eldritch drone. Eldritch drone. Okay, so the eldritch drone, I don't have any of those. The eldritch drone comes from the mystical bee, which I think I have mystical here, and cultivated, which, wait a minute, that's the cultivated one I have here. Do I have, she's a princess, but she's not necessarily going to always be a princess. All right, let's try to get a cultivated queen. Okay, so we're going to take our common, okay, so the cultivated one, let's go back here for a second, because I have a princess, but I don't know, well, we'll try it. If I put the princess here with just a drone, will it turn into a cultivated princess or cultivated queen? Yes, it will. Okay, so I have a chance of getting some cultivated drones here. Now to get the Eldritch Princess, I'm going to need, I'm looking at my sheet here, so let me walk through this with you guys. The Eldritch Princess, I need either mystical or sorceress along with a cultivated drone. I think cultivated drones are on all of them. So, and again, so we look at the percentages here, there's only a small chance of getting, like a 12% chance of actually getting the Eldritch one. So that's where this mutatron is going to come in handy. So let's, and even though I've been using the excuratory table to try to increase the percentages, it's not always guaranteed. So let's see. Okay, let's back up. I need the enchanted. Let's look at the enchanted one. Let's go back down here. The enchanted is the second part. I need an eldritch one and a charmed one on that one too. So the charmed one we're kind of working on. Cultivated and eldritch. Eldritch is mystical and cultivated. So we're still trying to get a cultivated drone there. But I want to breed something just to show you guys it's a 100% chance. To get the common one, because common was... go back here to cultivated. That's one of the things you actually need here. You take a forest and a metals. Now initially it's only 15%, which is kind of why I have all these extra ones lying around here, forest and everything there. But if I take a forest queen, which I think I have extra ones in here, using the mutatron, I'm going to have a 100% chance of getting the bee that I actually need. So let's make sure I see if I have a forest. I don't have a forest princess. Water, Inferno, Rocky. Okay, maybe I don't have a forest one. Well, let's see. I thought I had okay, I know I have a forest queen around here somewhere. Forest princess. I need, yeah, because then the top one needs to be a princess, one needs to be a drone. What do I got over here? I got Ender that can't work. Let's see, what are you? Okay, here's a forest princess there. And then I'm going to mix that up with a common drone. So I'm going to lose my forest one there, but I can go back and make another forest if I need to, or get one out of there. Okay, so a forest princess and a metals drone. I got plenty of metals over here. Metals drone. Okay, so now, because we're going to see how much mutatron it actually takes to make this item. All right, so we got, I'm out of power. I'm out of peat. Give me some of your peat. I'm not fully out of power. I mean, I've got power in here. I've got 200,000 power in here. I've got 400 mutation juice in here. So we're going to go ahead and put the forest princess here and the metals drone. And down here, if there are more than one option, it'll tell you what you can choose from different bees. Because sometimes if you breed 2 bees, you have a chance of getting one type of bee or a chance of getting another type of bee. So this one, I only have a chance of getting a common queen. So I'm going to select the common queen. And I select the common queen, and either I don't have enough juice or I don't have enough power, but nothing's happening. So I think I actually need a whole bucket of mutation, which is where I say I'm going to be need more power to, or at least a better form of power to get in here. All right, now, so if we're going to need a better form of power, let's look and see what we need to do to get the actual additions open, because I think I want to go into that quest line. Let's go and complete this quest and get that loot chest. And let's go back up here and look what we need to do to open actual additions. It says it needs 64 of the gold chest walls, which actually is not very hard. So if you guys remember, we did colossal chests earlier on, and the colossal chest walls actually just require the ingots surrounded by some kind of log. Now, luckily, in one of our episodes, I had stockpiled a bunch of gold over here. So I had like a whole chest here of gold ore, and now I've got some gold ingots here because I went ahead and smelted those in between episodes. I was prepared today. So let's grab these gold ingots that I have here. I think I needed 4 full stacks. So that should be plenty there, and I'm out of wood there. All right, but I got 4 full stacks of that. Now remember, when I do these quests, it's going to take those colossal chest walls. Just because it's mean. I don't know why. All right, but let's go ahead and grab a stack of some kind of wood. We'll take this spruce wood here since I got so much of it. And let's make our colossal chest wall. So I need to make 64 of those. So I need 32 of everything, essentially. Get back over there. Let's make that. And make that. And make that. And that should give me... There we go. 64. Ding-a-ling. Ding-a-ling. Oh, I have to submit them. Detect submit, and it eats them. And now that quest is complete, and now I can claim it. Now, actually, Additions is now open. So that means I should be able to see everything in this chapter. So let's take a look and see if that coal generator is now open. Now, this is either going to generate coal, or it's either going to take coal for power. Okay, so here's the recipe. What did I double click something? Coal generator. Okay, so here's the recipe for coal generator. This requires cobblestone, some coal, and an iron casing. And the iron casing requires iron ingots and a black quartz. And the black quartz is going to come from something easy. Dirty black quartz, which is from Sky Resource. I think I have some dirty black quartz over here. I'm going to make some black quartz. It's from these Sky Resources you wash in a cauldron. So I might be able to do this. If I hold shift, that's dirty coal in there. Dirty black quartz. I have 356 of those. Give me one. All right, so we're going to try to do this. I know we're at the end of the episode, but I want to see if this coal generator is going to be something that we need. Because remember, we kind of have, wait a minute. So wash it, right? Black quartz. There we go. Okay, so, because we kind of need that. I know I need iron over here. If it just requires coal, I can put it over there, and I can just make coal as long as I have mana over there in my Botania section. So let's try to make this. So remember, I need to make the iron casing, which is actually a quest item. So we'll make that. That should ding-a-ling a quest. There we go. Let's go ahead and claim that, and we'll get our next loot item. Where's actually Additions? Where are we at? Oh, why is it so small now? All right, let's go ahead and get that. Grab a loot chest. And now, let's see. Apparently I have coal from there. So I should be able to make this. I don't have any cobblestone. Seriously. Okay. And I got a trophy I'll put up on the wall here in between episodes. So grab some cobblestone and finish up this quest and make this item. Now, I probably should also have read the book. Ding-a-ling. Let's see. Because now that the quest is up, I can read it. The iron casing is needed for most actually addition machines, which I got that. And the coal generator uses types of coal to generate RF. So we have an alternative amount of coal. Let's go and claim that quest here. And let's see how much power this generates. Because it doesn't really tell us in the book. But if I set it down. Let's see. Oh, I've got some stuff up here. I can open those quests. If I set it down, will it tell me, and is it compatible with these other machines? That's another thing. I don't know if these generators are going to be compatible with each other. So if I put some coal in here, it's not really generating a lot of coal. It's generating, I mean, as long as I keep coal in there, but one coal, it gets you 7,000, 8,000 crystal flux. I don't know what crystal flux is. But it is generating some form of power. Now, again, it's not as much as we need because we need 3,000 RF per tick just to keep up with it. But I can probably do multiple coal generators. All right, let me break this and let's see something real quick. I know, again, we're at the end of the episode. If I break it, will it keep the amount of, will it keep the power with it? It does, and it is compatible with our machine over here. So that is awesome. If I turn this off, I should be able to still see power. Oh no, I don't. Maybe not. Oh, I'm out of power. So let's see. Let's put the one coal in there. Yes. So that is compatible with it. And if I want to, I can make more of these because this is actually not that expensive to make. So it's good to know. I'm guessing, yeah, I can put a whole stack in there just to keep that up and going so I can get a lot more mutation juice. It is generating about, what's that, 300 RF per tick, which is more than I had before. If I add this onto it, now I'm generating about 500 RF per tick. So that's, well, I'm almost 500 RF per tick. So we are good to go there. All right. So better power, new chapter open. We're just trying to get the bees going. Okay, so let me go ahead and open these loot bags. Again, we're at the end here. Colored lens there. Nothing really exciting. Lamps there. And, ooh, hard hat. Oh, I got a little construction outfit. That's pretty cool. All right, let me end the episode, guys, because there's a lot of stuff we just did here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, tips, tricks, techniques, or just want to say hi, guys, leave that comment down below because you guys' feedback means a lot to me. If you're new to my channel, feel free to go and hit the subscribe button to show people that, you kind of like what I'm doing. Also, click the like button on the video if this is something that you're interested in seeing. I like having you guys click likes. If you want to hang out with me and the other squad members, you can do that by becoming a Patreon. We have now updated our Patreon server. We are still at the very beginning of the month. So if you want to hang out with us on one of our 1, 2, 3 servers that we have, click on the link down below, see all the different tiers and all the rewards that you have the options of choosing from. You can also hang out with us in the streams if you want to just, chill. By following me on Twitch, I also do stream on YouTube. So if you're already subscribed to me, you'll be notified when that live video comes out. So take advantage of all that and click all those buttons. If you're looking for a server to play on with your friends, we consider Host Havoc. Host Havoc is what we use for all of our multiplayer series. We actually have something we're going to be doing kind of cool tonight on a brand new Host Havoc server. So again, if you want to watch me stream live tonight, Sunday, August 5th, I'm going to be streaming with our friends. We're going to be doing a brand new series Sky Factory speed run all together, like on one server, and it's gonna be on a Host Havoc server. It's gonna be so much fun, guys, so definitely check me out there. Long video today, guys. I really appreciate all of your support. I'm so happy I finally got a new source of power, and I had to skip ahead to kind of get it. Well, back up, skip ahead, either way. But anyway, guys, until next time, I will talk to y'all later. So have a good one, guys. Bye.